Salam sejahtera, my name is Cleres Jilis with metric number 69406 and my supervisor is Miss Onyin B. Today I will present about my final year project 2 with title The Investigation on the Relationship Between Power Nap and Alertness Among Night Shift Workers. This is the presentation outline, which are divided into 10 parts. First is introduction, problem statement, objective, literature review, methodology, results, analysis, recommendation, conclusion, and also references. As we refer from the slide, I'll be talking about the introduction part, and the aim of this study, or the purpose of this study, is to examine the relationship between power nap and alertness among night shift workers. According to Caruso 2014, night shift is likely to have 13% higher risk than the day shift. This is because the workers do not have enough sleep or good sleep quality. And according to Harrington 2001, night work will lead to reduction of sleep pattern that actually impacts the quality of sleep. As a result, there are many accidents and also human error happen among the medical residents. Truck drivers and workers in operational room during the night shift do tend lack of sleep. Next problem statement, there are many studies have proven that night shift will lead human error, such as diminished workers' alertness, leads to accidents because of tiredness, causes a slew of health, lack of sleep during the night shift will make workers angry, a failure to adapt to emotions, and also a loss of interest in communicating. Next, I'll be talking about the research objective. There are 3 objectives in this research. First is to investigate the differences age group of workers and their alertness. Second, to investigate the effect between workers taking power napping and non-power napping during their shift and their alertness. And lastly, to investigate the relationship between the adaptability of the night shift and the alertness of night shift worker. Literature review. There are 5 elements that I will explain here, which are human error, human factor, night shift, power napping, and also alertness. For the human error, there are 2 types of human error, which are skill-based error and also mistakes. In skill-based error, there are 2 types, which is slip of action and lapse of memory. For the mistakes, there are 3 types of mistakes: rule-based mistakes, knowledge-based mistakes, and also violations. Next, for the human factor known as ergonomic is the study of science and technique applied in numerous areas like humanities, social sciences, engineering, or life sciences. And the purpose of this ergonomic on a workplace is to enhance the productivity of workers and also for the safety on the worker. Night shift. This study was conducted to see the improvement that can be done when working during night shift. There are many errors and accidents occur during the night shift. There are some evidence that show the industry-related accidents that have occurred during the past few decades are usually happen during night shift. Next is power napping. Sleep is a unique activity of the brain that organized by the elaborate and specific mechanism, and napping plays an important strategy for the night shift worker. Lastly, alertness. Alertness remains most impaired during night shift, given the lack of circadian adaptation to night work. Although workers perceive themselves to be less alert on the first night shift compared to subsequent night shift, objective performance is equally impaired on the subsequent nights. We move on to the methodology part. There are few important things that I will highlight here. First is about the research design. My research design is qualitative research, and for the instrument divided into three sections, which are section A, section B, and section C. Section A will be the demographic, section B for the effect between workers taking power napping and non-power napping, and for the section C, the adaptability of the workers and their alertness. And for the population and sampling procedure, the population will be involve all night shift worker at Kampung Linayukan. And I will highlight it about the data analysis procedure. The interview results were analyzed through interview transcripts, and the data collection procedure, the interview requires participants to answer all of the questions. So researcher personally taking people's questions on one-on-one conversations. As for the result, we can see from the slide there are 13 total respondents, which include 9 male and 4 female. And for the first bar graph, the age of the respondent starting from 20 years old until 30 years old. And for the gender of respondent, male is highest than female. Male is 69.2% and for the female 30.8%. And for the marital status of respondent, the highest is single and the rest is married. And if we look into the next result, there are three graphs, which is rest of respondent, employment status, and also income. And we refer to the first graph, which is rest of respondent. There are two types of rest, which is dusun and also kadazan dusun. Most of the respondent is dusun, which is 61.5%, and for the kadazan dusun, 38.5%. And if we look into the employment status, there are two types of status, which is permanent and also precarious. Most of the respondents are permanent, which are 61.5%, precarious 38.5%. Lastly, if we look into the income graph, it is starting from 1,200 until 400, and most of the respondents, their income in a range of 2,500 until 3,500. Data analysis through the findings of the interview. First, the effect between taking power napping and non-power napping. For taking power napping, most of the respondents says that naps can help improve alertness. So many shift workers nap before and during night shift and before driving home in the morning. Naps of more than an hour can help improve workers' alertness, and taking a long nap as a preventative measure in the afternoon before a night shift also can help. Other than that, napping can help workers feel relaxed, increase alertness, and improve their mood as well as their performance, such as by increasing their reaction time and also memory. Power naps can help people with jobs requiring high vigilance to recharge, reducing the risk of accident and error due to drowsiness. And for non-power napping, when workers do not take a nap, they will be drowsy and feel less energetic on the night shift. As the result, their alertness is also reduced as a result of lack of sleep. There were also some respondents who said, although they did not take a nap, they took precautions while doing their job. Second, the adaptability of night shift and their alertness. The workers can adjust the environment as well as their shift at night. In their first year of work, it is very difficult to adjust their time and energy while working. They find it difficult to find their rest time while at home. They also said that since they are unable to adapt their time, they also feel tired and fatigued during night shift. Eventually, their alertness will diminish. Therefore, each of these employers is aware of the importance of taking rest time when it is time to work at night. After that, recommendation. There are 7 recommendations here. First is take a good nap, keep yourself hydrated, do an exercise, put yourself in the correct frame of mind, make sleep as a priority, eat healthy foods, and also maintain decent sleeping habits. Conclusion. To sum up, taking enough time to rest before work is an important step in increasing alertness. Every employer realizes the importance of taking a nap before and after work. Not only is the need for this nap important, but there are a number of things that workers need to take, such as a good sleep environment, caffeine intake, and more. So, napping may be helpful for some people but not others. Napping in the afternoon may help workers stay more alert on shift, but make sure don't drive straight after waking up. Having good sleep hygiene between shifts can help workers to stay alert overnight. Sleep hygiene is a variety of different habits necessary to have good quality sleep and be fully alert when awake. That's all from me. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.